Welcome back. Sending on another video for the Gloomhaven playthrough. This one is a summary. When I actually recorded it, I was being quiet. I wasn't saying anything because I had the intention of speeding the entire thing up. So this video and the next few in this series are just going to be the summaries that I made in the end. I'm redoing them, re-editing them so that they kind of fit a little bit better, but you'll see me in the video doing some little talk throughs of some areas, some explanations and stuff like that. I'm just going to leave that there. But this is the same two guys, Spud and Vimm, going through the decaying crypt. It's a good thing to progress the storyline and both of their retirements for things. For a city encounter, lady asked us to clean some rats out of her cellar. We did it, no problem. And then on the road, we ran into a guy that needed some help getting back to his detachment and stuff, a guard that had gotten lost, so we helped him out. We're down like one potion at the start. For short-term goals, Vimm has the one where you have to loot a treasure tile, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the one that Spud has is the protector one, where you can't let your allies become exhausted. So this one is fairly straightforward. You just go through and you have to kill all the monsters and loot things, and hopefully loot a treasure tile for Vimm. But yeah, we've got some interesting strategies to try to start things out with, and here's how it plays out. We started out in the first room, had a good snake and bake maneuver where Spud pulls a guy over so it's adjacent to an ally and then tags him, and then Vimm walks around the side and pushes him into a trap, kills off the elite on the first round. That was fun. Took a little bit, got through the other two guys and pushed into the corridor, and this kind of is where things went sort of wrong. Spud went in. We're trying to just push forward through this thing, and of course as he's closer and Vimm is slower, being the Cragheart and everything, we had some real problems. Cultists start spewing out living bones, and we're trying to kill guys, and it's just not working. So eventually we just run back into the previous room, both taking a really serious beating. We had some ×2 and some +2 cards for the monsters when they were doing attacks. So we're both down to like 1 health. We pull back into the other room. I don't want to take, a bunch of short rests or long rests because it's going to shorten our lifespan, our time span, I guess. So we get kind of lucky with some of the with the living bones just having a turn where they just sit there and do nothing, which allows us to kind of come back, recuperate. Spud takes a long rest, and then Vimm takes a long rest on the next turn, so we kind of push back and forth, and we're able to mitigate some of the damage, but we do lose a couple of cards to damage, which hurts. Go into the next room, try to kill off this one remaining living bones who just keeps shielding himself because he's a pud knocker. And Spud just goes ahead and goes for the door. And I've played this mission before, so I know what's behind there. Here comes Mr. Earth Dude. Yeah, he comes out. So we just keep running down the hallway. But we take a couple of pot shots at the Earth Demon. We get a ×2 for Spud, so we actually do a good amount of damage on him. And we just run down the hallway, and we're like, okay, the Earth guy will catch up. Run down the hall, take some rest stuff, but at this point, Spud only has like a couple of turns left because he's discarded so many cards. But we kick through the door, go inside, look at it. It's not too bad, and we're like, okay, Spud goes for trying to kill off the cultist before he summons living bones. We are able to get that guy out, and then Vimm goes around and tries to hit these wind demons who have that shield too, and like, okay, we'll just run up next to them and cause the damage and then punch them into an obstacle and cause more damage. But we weren't, like, we'd have an attack of 3 and we'd get like a -1 card, so with shield 2 we wouldn't do any damage. We tried this. Spud ends up getting exhausted. Vimm, tries to do a short rest to regain the card where you can move and do 1 damage. Does it again. Hurts the wind demons. It's just, he just gets down on cards. trying to do short rest to gain the things back to actually do more damage to the wind demons, but they're just getting Vimm's getting -1 and -2s for his attack card, so he's not doing any damage. It takes too long to kill off the wind demons, and the earth guy comes around the corner, and then Vimm is down to like his last 3 cards. He only has 2 turns left. Is able to kill off the wind demon, the remaining wind demon, and get over and get the chest, and that's kind of nice. But then he has to take a short rest and discard one of his 2 cards. And the earth demon, he even takes a attack on the earth demon and gets the demon down to 1 health. So earth demon's only got 1 health left. Vimm's got to take a short rest. Since he's only at 1 health, he can't redraw. He ends up losing the card that gives the 1, like, move over and just cause 1 damage. Loses that card, which is also his fast initiative card. Only 2 cards left, and the earth demon ends up getting a faster initiative. Moves up, does his attack first, and doesn't miss. So ends up taking Vimm down with only 1 hit point left, and we lose the scenario. So, yeah, that's how that played out. That happens in Gloomhaven, but I'm not going to immediately replay it. I'm going to have them go back to town and cash in their money and stuff, see if they can't buy a better piece of equipment. And then they'll come back and they will try it again. This was on normal difficulty. The first time they went through it, they're going to be going back through on normal. One of the things I wanted to try to do is, if I play and I get like an actual win streak going, up it to hard level. And I kind of decided that right before I tried this scenario. And it's kind of like, well, yeah, it's a good thought. We'll save that for later. But that wraps this one up. Tune in for the next one where we do Decaying Crypt Take 2, which again will be another summary, but that'll be good.